G'day guys and welcome to Adventuring Pals, where in this episode we are exploring the spiritual heartland of Australia, which is of course Uluru. We are with our friends on a very hectic schedule. We're going to be doing the drone show, the field of lights, the bike ride around the rock with stacks and sunset camel rides. So get comfortable and let's get into this episode. Well, in the last video we were exploring Kings Canyon and now we're headed into the spiritual heart of Australia, Uluru. Travelling east on the Lassiter Highway, we took the opportunity to stop at the Mount Connor Lookout Rest Area. That big rock in the distance is not Uluru, it is called Mount Connor, also known as Uluru because it tricks a lot of first-time visitors into thinking they have just spotted Uluru from a distance. It and the salt lake across the road is located on the private property of Curtin Springs Station. And if you do so desire, you can actually book a private tour to go and visit Mount Connor and even climb it. We, however, were happy enough just to soak in the views and check out the salt lake, as our friends the Eckharts have never seen a salt lake before. Getting close enough to get a glimpse of it, I think, over this dune. Let's see if the Eckharts have seen it yet.
What's it?
Okay.
Yeah, say
oh, it is the rock. Have you guys got a glimpse of it yet?
No, can we see it?
Look at about 11 o'clock when the dune's clear.
Yes, I can see it!
There you go. You've seen it. How's that? Exciting. Always exciting. I remember our first time. All pumped. And even this time, it's just as exciting. Seeing the rock for the first time again. Wow. She's big, even from this far away.
Wow, it's pretty. It's so red.
Yep, it is. And big, eh? Already so big. And the GoPro won't pick up much of it at all. And the other camera's going to be way too shaky. So you guys will just have to wait until we get closer. To explore Uluru-Kata Tjuta, there is not really much options for camping. So we stayed at the Ayers Rock Resort campground. To maximise our time here at Uluru, we didn't really muck around. Just dropped the caravan off, had a bit of lunch at the resort, and then we were straight into the national park to get exploring. So to access the Uluru-Kata Tjuta National Park, you need a specific National Park Pass, which is separate to the rest of the NT National Parks Pass. You can purchase this at the gate of the National Park, but we got this online so that if there is a queue, we would be able to get through a lot quicker. The other thing that I can highly recommend you get is the Uluru Audio Guide Tour from the app. It costs about $20 from the App Store, and it is like having a ranger guide in your pocket. You can Bluetooth it to your car, and as you drive around and walk around the park, you can get all the information about the places that you're visiting. After a quick lap around the rock in the car, we headed back to camp to get ready for our first night's activity, which was the drone show. For the drone show, we were picked up from the campsite by a tour bus and taken to the site of the drone show, and we were given food and drinks to start it off. As a bonus, we got to witness a very beautiful sunset with Kata Tjuta and Uluru in the background. But we weren't allowed to take any footage of the drone show itself. But I can assure you it was definitely worth it. The drones go up in the sky, light up as pixels, and tell a local indigenous story that is highly impressive and immersive. The next morning, we were up super early and on our bikes for a ride around the rock. These are hire bikes which we hire from the car park. You made it to the rock. The 2K's in so far. on our bikes again around Uluru. Last time we rode a bike was right here on these very bikes. What do you reckon? How you feeling? 2Ks in?
It's hard.
Actually, I'm having a lot more fun this time because Jordan, he's actually paddling. So I don't even have to paddle.
I look cold. I look cold.
It's freezing cold. Jordy, what do you have to say? How's the bike ride going?
Good.
Alrighty, well, we're going to get into it. Stop at the next fill spot. Well, that little stack put an end of our ride around the rock. We let our mates carry on and we walked our bikes back to the car park. Jaden was fine, Eshlyn was a bit sore for a couple of days, and the bike, well, that was okay too. For the rest of the day, we checked out some of the free ranger guided talks around the place. So if you're going to Uluru, definitely look into the ranger guided talks. They're all around the place from the resort to the rock itself, and they're definitely worth participating in. One more thing while we're at the rock, let me tell you, this place feels very spiritual to us. I reckon every Aussie needs to get out there and check it out. We've been lucky, even our boys, we've been there twice in less than 3 years, and we will definitely go again. That afternoon, we enjoyed the swimming pool at the caravan park, had an early dinner, and got picked up by our bus to go check out the Field of Lights. Following day was our last full day here at Uluru, so we headed in to Kata Tjuta to check out some of the walks down in there. But on our way in, we came across some wild camels. It was an unreal sight to see. From the Ayers Rock campground, it's only a 40-minute drive to Kata Tjuta. At Kata Tjuta, there are two main walks to do. The long one, which is a 7.4 kilometre loop walk called the Valley of the Winds. It's supposed to be one of the most spectacular walks in the Red Centre. Our friends the Ekars did that walk and they recommend it. However, we gave it a miss and we ended up joining them later in the morning to do the Walpa Gorge walk, which is just 2.6 kilometres, only taking about an hour to do. At the end of the walk, we took in some time to take in the beauty and catch our breath. We headed back to the campground, had some lunch, and made our way down to the resort for our free didgeridoo lessons. Then late that afternoon, we were lined up at the bus stop again, this time for the Uluru camel tour. This one here, I was most reluctant to do. I've never been on a horse, let alone a camel, so it's quite an ordeal. But had to suck it up and give it a good go because the wife and kids were super keen.
Here we go.
Well, despite my hesitation in wanting to do this in the first place, I must admit this is actually one of the highlights of our travels around Australia. There's something quite special about being on top of these camels, riding along with Ollaroo in the background as the sun sets. It is quite magical. After the ride, we thanked our mates for the companionship. We got some drinks and snacks provided before being dropped back to the campground for the night. Well guys, early morning on our last day at Ollaroo. We've come in quickly to get a sunrise view of the rock, and now we're going to go back, pack everything up and head, well actually we've already packed everything up. We got up at 5 o'clock to start packing up to be here for sunrise. Now we're going to head out to Coober Pedy is our next stop. But thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it helps you plan your trip to Uluru. Catch you on the next one. Bye.